You're watching Singapore Tonight. Nature groups have raised concerns that proposed reclamation works to create a new Western island will come at an irreversible cost. They're calling for public consultation and comprehensive studies to mitigate the environmental impact. The National Development Ministry says technical studies, including environmental studies, will be done prior to works. Natalie Ong with more.
Reefs teeming with life. Corals, sea slugs, giant clams, and even sharks are inhabitants of the southern islands. Plans to reclaim several of these islands, including Pulau Semakau, Sudong and Bukom, to form a new Western island, are now being studied. Marine groups say they were shocked to hear of the proposal, announced during the National Day rally.
The value of these islands is comparable to our Central Catchment Nature Reserve, and it acts as a mother shore as well, so which means a lot of reef that we see along our mainland and some of the other islands came from this particular source over here. And by smothering all of this, we're losing up to perhaps even 60% of all our reefs in Singapore.
The other sort of unique thing in the area is that we have on the western side of Pulau Semakau, the holy trinity of ecosystems, connected ecosystems. You've got the mangroves, forests, and then connected to the seagrasses in the intertidal, and then connected to the coral reefs in the subtidal, and a very unique presentation of connected ecosystems that you will not find anywhere else in Singapore.
Volunteer fish interest group, the Ichthyological Society of Singapore, says these islands and Terembu, or reef, are home to the majority of Singapore's reef fish diversity. Many of these species cannot be found in other territorial waters. The marine community wants alternatives to be considered and critical habitats protected if development proceeds.
We really hope that the plan that's been shown is not the finalized one, that there are amendments that can be made, concessions can be made for us to then better design these islands, to be able to strategize how we can protect the coral reefs that should be protected and safeguard for future generations.
Conservationists say they are ready to work with authorities on the plans. CNA understands that at least 30 academics, researchers and leaders met with authorities on Monday. MP Nadia Samdin, a volunteer diver for a marine conservation group, attended the meeting. She says she was inspired by the community and adds that Singapore can be bold in finding ways for development and its seas to coexist. Beyond the ecological loss, concerns have also been raised about whether future generations of Singaporeans will get to learn about the country's rich island heritage and past. Orang Laut Singapore says its history and heritage are tied to both land and sea. It is concerned that development is reducing the spaces where these connections can continue. MND says it will engage stakeholders early to listen to their inputs before studies and work commence. It adds that their feedback will be carefully considered and their knowledge and expertise will help inform studies. MND says it will assess potential biodiversity impact and identify measures to avoid, minimize and mitigate impacts where possible.